Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Terreana and today I have something really special for you guys. Previously I posted a satin bonnet tutorial and it seems like you guys really enjoyed that one, but I got a lot of people asking me if they had to sew. So I thought maybe I can just make something for you guys who don't sew. So I came up with this satin line beanie. The cool part about this is that you do not have to sew. So there's just one small portion to sew, and that's when you stitch the elastic together. But it's optional, so you can either sew it by hand or you can tie it. I obviously prefer to sew it because it's a lot more secure that way and it's a lot smoother. So for this beanie, I use liquid stitch. Liquid stitch worked very, very well, but I ran out of liquid stitch and I ended up using E6000 glue. Now that worked just fine, but I would definitely prefer to use liquid stitch. Also, I wanted to mention that with anything with fabric and glue, it can get a little bit messy, so just take your time and it'll work out great. Now this satin beanie is great because you can wear it outside, you can wear it to sleep, and it's just so stylish. And it looks like this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I tried to make it as simple as possible. So let's go ahead and get started making this beanie.
Alright, we're going to start out with materials needed. You're going to need 1 yard of fabric for the outside, another yard of fabric that's satin material. This is going to go as the inside lining. Just a regular beanie. This is going to be used for your size guide. Fabric tape, fabric glue of choice. I use liquid stitch, 1 inch wide elastic, scissors, a safety pin, and a needle and thread. And this is optional. You can also just tie the elastic together, but I prefer to sew it. Now go ahead and grab your first yard of fabric. The pattern one that I use you can see here, and we're going to create our size guide. So go ahead and place the beanie down. As I showed a little bit before, we're going to cut it in a U shape. You want to focus on 2 measurements. The first one is the horizontal measurement. That's where I'm cutting right there. It's about 10 inches. If you want your beanie to be a little bit more slouchy and larger, you want to add a little bit more length here and do it longer than 10 inches. The next measurement you want to focus on is the vertical measurement. And here's a little guide for you guys to help you out. But what you want to do is take your fabric tape and measure the circumference of your head and take that measurement and divide it by half. And you just cut the guide according to that. Now my measurements were 10 inches horizontally, and my vertical measurement came out to be a little over 13 because I didn't want my beanie too snug on my head. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the satin fabric. And there you go, those are my 2 guides. Now we're taking the same pattern fabric with the pattern side down, and we're going to fold it over about 1 inch. Here is the elastic I'm using so that my beanie can be stretchy and fit secure to my head. You're going to take the same measurement that you used for your head circumference. Mine was about 23 inches, but you're welcome to add a little bit more just in case so that you don't cut it too small because you still need to sew it together to secure it. I'm just double checking my head circumference measurement. Here is a quick chart for you guys. So at the very top there, that's where we're going to make our fold, making sure the pattern side is down. And you're going to fold it over about 1 inch. For the satin fabric, you're going to fold it over about 1/2 inch. So that's what I'm doing right here. Taking my fabric glue, which is liquid stitch, I'm folding it over and gluing over that section. Later on, I actually run out of liquid stitch and I ended up using E6000, which is okay, but fabric glue definitely works way better for this DIY. So this is what that top portion looks like, all glued. Now give it some time to dry. Depending on what glue you use, it may take more or less time. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the satin fabric, but this is just going to serve as a hem. So we don't need space in the middle to put any elastic. Just folding it over about 1/2 inch. And this is what we have right now. Now you want to take each piece of fabric and fold them in half and glue the perimeter of both. The pattern portion of the fabric will be inside. After gluing the perimeters, allow time to dry for both. Now you want to take that satin fabric and turn it right side out. Leaving the pattern fabric as is, go ahead and place it inside of the satin fabric. Leave about 1 inch from the top and glue it all the way around. By leaving that 1 inch from the top, this ensures that you are not gluing the elastic underneath. You want to continue to glue all the way around until you get to the elastic opening. Use your safety pin to combine the elastic pieces together. And at this point, you can tie it together, or you can take your needle and thread and sew them. After that, you want to give your bonnet a little bit of time to dry, and then stuff your elastic inside that opening. So now you're basically done. You want to go ahead and fold that over nice and neat, and go ahead and glue together that remaining opening as you see here. If for some reason you missed any spots or there's any places that are coming up that need a little bit more glue, this will be the perfect chance to do that. And after that is all done, then allow your bonnet some time to dry. According to most instructions, it takes about 24 hours to completely dry, but it's really up to you. But once it's dry, then go ahead and turn it right side out, and there you have your beanie. These are so fun to wear. You can wear them outside, you can wear them inside, at night, whatever. Just have fun with it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it was easy to follow. Of course, if you ever have any questions, you can comment down below. You could also visit my website for written instructions. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos, and check me out on my other socials. It's Terreana everywhere. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.